Friends, now we are going to discuss about vectors. This is a very important mathematical tool which we are going to discuss today. Okay, so a vector quantity, a physical quantity is said to be a vector quantity if you need magnitude as well as direction to define it. Okay, so if you need magnitude and direction both to define it, then such a quantity is said to be vector physical quantity. There are so many such quantities like displacement, velocity, acceleration, all these are vector quantities. They possess magnitude as well as direction. Suppose if I tell you that you must have experienced this, that if you go to a restaurant, so over the gate of the restaurant, if it is written push or pull, okay, if it is written push and you are pulling it, then it will not work. Though you are applying force there, magnitude is there, but because you are not applying force in a specific direction, that's why it won't work. Due to that, force is a vector quantity. Similarly, if you suppose you are a spy and it is instructed from your headquarters that you have to go away from your current location 50 kilometer away, so you can go in any direction. If you can go in any direction, it means that direction is not specified, only magnitude is specified. So basically they are talking about distance in this case. But if it is instructed to you that go towards north 50 kilometer, now in this not only magnitude but direction is also specified, and if it is so, then this type of quantity is actually the vector quantity. So when they say 50 kilometer towards north, it means that towards north is specific, and that's why it is they are talking about displacement, which is a vector quantity. Okay, now a vector quantity, as I told you, magnitude as well as direction is defined. Okay, so here you can see that suppose vector is denoted like this, okay, by an arrow. Okay, so if this is the arrow, you can see that it has a starting point, it has a terminating point, terminal point also. Okay, and you can denote a vector like this also. Okay, so what is the difference in that? You can see that they both are pointing towards the same direction, they are parallel, so they are showing the same direction. But you can see here that this length and this length is different. Because they have the different lengths, it means that their magnitude is different. So the length of the vector gives us the idea about the magnitude of it. Okay, and direction is shown by the arrowhead, which is there at the terminal point of the vector. Okay, so that's why vector represents magnitude as well as direction of motion, direction of any quantity. Okay, now you can add and subtract vectors, but do remember that in addition or subtraction of vectors, you can't simply use the scalar laws like 2 plus 3 is equals to 5 and 5 minus 3 is equals to 2. You can't apply the scalar laws there in the addition and subtraction. Addition and subtraction of vector is required some special laws. These are the laws of vector addition. Okay, so these laws also we are going to discuss. But before that, I would like to discuss about very important concept in vectors, so that we can define the vector. See, suppose that this is the these are the axes, x and y axis. This is x axis and this is y axis. Okay, and suppose that we are talking about displacement, simple displacement vector, because displacement is a vector quantity. Now suppose that this is x axis and this is y axis. Okay, suppose that a particle, we are talking about displacement vector. Suppose that a particle, it covers three steps, say one step, two step, three step. It covers 1, 2, 3 steps along the direction of x axis, and from here, this is the starting point, from here it reaches here. So we can say that this is one vector. Let us name it OA. Okay, so this is OA vector, and we can say this OA vector is here. Okay, and this is in the direction of x, right? Now, in direction of x, when we said how many steps we took? We took 3 steps. 1, 2, 3. Length of the each step we assume as I cap. What we say? I cap. And this I cap is called unit vector. This I cap is called unit vector. This is called unit vector. Now, what is unit vector? Unit vector is such a vector whose magnitude is 1. Unit vector is such a vector whose magnitude is 1. तो आप कह सकते हैं simple step है. Okay, so you can see that particle which starts from O, it reaches A, and the vector here is denoted by 3 I cap, where I cap is a single state, that is unit vector. And how many such states are there? 3. So that's why we are writing it 3 I cap. Okay. Similarly, now suppose particle starts from here and it doesn't go towards x, but it goes towards y, and it goes towards y 4 steps. If it goes towards y 4 steps, you can write 1, 2, 3, and 4. It reaches somewhere here. So this is the point B, and it reaches somewhere here like this. Okay. So this is OB. Okay. And how will you define this? It will be 4j cap, where j cap is the unit vector along the direction of y. Now, what you can do is, suppose that a particle first it goes from O to A, and then from A to it moves 4j cap, that is upward. So you understand this, that first it reaches here, and then parallel to this OB it moves, and it reaches to, you can see if it goes parallel to this 4j cap, so it reaches somewhere here. Okay, and this point is say C. So you can see that what it has done, 3 I cap along x direction and 4j cap, because it is parallel to this, so 4j cap along y direction it traveled. Okay, so overall if we want to say that from point O how it is displaced, so it is displaced 3 I cap along x direction and 4j cap along y direction. So you can join these 2 points like this, and then you can draw an arrow, and this arrow gives you the actual displacement of the object, and this actual displacement is given by 3 I cap plus 4j cap. Okay, it reaches here. Now, very important thing. See, here we are discussing about a plane surface x and y. But suppose that now this particle when it reaches here, it is moving in this direction also. I am talking about 3-dimensional. It is moving in this direction also. And if it is moving in this direction, this is called positive direction of z-axis towards you, and that is called vertically outwards. And vertically inwards, we call it vertically inwards, we call it negative direction of z-axis. So suppose this particle first it goes like this, then like this, and then it reaches here, somewhere here. Okay, now displacement of the particle you have to find. Now how much distance it has traveled? This distance, it is say 3k cap. Now k cap is the unit vector along the direction of z-axis. I cap is the unit vector along x direction. Okay, j cap is the unit vector along y direction, and k cap is the unit vector along z direction. Okay, so what I said, that 3 steps in this direction, it reaches somewhere here. This is the point. Now you have to find the total displacement of the particle. अब देखिए पार्टिकल कहाँ पर है, यहाँ पर है ना, और अगर आपको टोटल डिस्प्लेसमेंट निकालना है तो किसके रिस्पेक्ट में निकालेंगे, इसकी. तो आप कैसे निकालेंगे उसे, आप इस पॉइंट से इस तरह से ज्वाइन कर देंगे, और जब आप ज्वाइन कर देंगे तो ये जो आपको मिलेगा, दिस इज व्हाट द डिस्प्लेसमेंट वेक्टर. और इसको कैसे डिफाइन करेंगे, देखिए 3 चीजें हो गई हमें यहाँ, 3 I cap, 4j cap, और एक और चीज आ गई, वो क्या है, वो है 3k cap. तो अगर मैं टोटल डिस्प्लेसमेंट को डिनोट करता हूं से आर वेक्टर से। ओके, और अगर मुझे लिखना है कि टोटल डिस्प्लेसमेंट क्या होगा, तो देखिए मैं कैसे लिखूंगा, x डायरेक्शन में कितना i कैप 3 i कैप प्लस y डायरेक्शन में कितना 4 j कैप प्लस z डायरेक्शन में कितना था 3 k कैप, तो z डायरेक्शन में 3 k कैप। एंड दिस इज हाउ यू डिफाइन अ वेक्टर क्वांटिटी 3 i कैप प्लस 4 j कैप प्लस 3 k कैप। अब देखिए i कैप एक्चुअली किसको डिनोट कर रहा है, I cap is denoting the x component, j cap is denoting the y component, and k cap is denoting the z component. Okay, x डायरेक्शन में ट्रेवल, y डायरेक्शन में ट्रेवल, z डायरेक्शन में ट्रेवल। कितना ट्रेवल, x डायरेक्शन में 3 स्टेप्स, y डायरेक्शन में 4 स्टेप्स और z डायरेक्शन में 3 स्टेप्स को ट्रेवल करता है। So this is how you can represent a vector quantity. I hope it is clear to you that how can we represent it.